but it's not all the way there yet. We're gonna push through.
You're so brave.
It's getting chilly out. You know that?
Thank you. I won't lie, I needed that.
It's okay to need help.
Your first step is admitting you have a problem.
Guys, there's gonna be a hotline in the description. If you really need a couple words of affirmation, dial this phone number. Jahan, what's your phone number?
Yeah.
802.
Yibs will give you personal affirmations.
That's right.
In character.
Oh,
If you subscribe to our top tier of Patreon, Jahan as Yibs will provide you a therapy session.
And for an extra $5 a month, I will record an answering machine message for you.
That's right. That's only $6.
That's only -$1.
We really need it.
We need the promo.
But hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Dungeon Guild Legends of Calberothe. I am your resident dungeon master, Seth Hurley, joined today and always by Jordan Horne playing Alor.
Hello.
And Jahan VonTrapp playing Yibs.
Greetings.
Perfect. I'll get you guys with a recap.
Ooh.
Last time, after a fight with the Archpriestess Bloplopod and Blackbird, the party rushed a dying Sereth back to the cathedral, where Archpriest Plooplepine revived him. In the cathedral later that night, everybody realized that Kavi was missing before they decided to come up with a plan on how to defeat Blackbird, using a mix of poison arrows, Yib's magic rope, and a special arrow that would have had silence cast on it in order to counter Blackbird's bard magic. After a night's sleep, the party split off into pairs to investigate the city. Yibs, Alor, Ront, and Stool, I guess not really a pair, I guess a pair of pairs, went to check out the fishing docks and found out that Kabi hadn't paid for their boat's parking and that their boat got towed and disassembled. As they went to go buy rope, nets, and fishing line from the harbor's shop, they were stopped by a young member of the cult who gave them talismans to pray to in order to have their fate changed by the Deep Father. After returning to the cathedral, the party discovered that there were scales inside the talismans, scales from the Archpriestess. Alor put together that this was most likely a way for the cult to scry on people in the city, and then Yibs proposed using those scales along with the help from the Archpriest to reverse scry on Bloplopod. While you guys were scrying, you saw that Turvy was alive in a room without windows somewhere in the city, being tended to by Bloplopod, who told him that Topsy is alive and well and that the party had moved on without them. And that's where we are now. Could you guys tell that I actually wrote something down this time?
I could.
And you know what? It worked. It was great.
It did.
Thank you. It's a little more chronological. I'm not actually trying to remember and recap things.
And it paid off.
Listen, we've been winging it this far.
Episode, God, what is this? Is this 15?
Oh, damn.
What? It
That's
doesn't.
a great question, Buzz.
We'll figure that out later.
I'm going to say 15.
Damn. The big 1-5.
Or 14, part 1.
Oh, I see. Okay. But yeah, the two of you, Bloplopod and Shushar, are in the cathedral.
We told them about Turvy being a lichen, right?
Yes. Yeah, you guys, when you first got here, had a conversation with the Archpriest about that.
Did we figure out a way that we could think why they'd want him, if they could weaponize it in some way?
Yeah, you see Shushar stands up out of his little circle in the ritual area. Yeah, that could be it. Have some kind of enforcer. But it'd be kind of not unpredictable, but sparse use.
Right. Do you think they'd have him infect other people? I think We talked about this?
Yeah. It's possible. Gear up for some kind of hostile takeover I guess in a month. But I guess, are Lycans able to be organized like that?
Gibbs will give a shrug.
I mean, I know they... I don't even need to make a history check to know that I've seen groups of them together, but that was on the surface. I don't know if that's a thing down here.
Yeah, you see the archpriest will also stand up. Yes, that is something to think about then. Possible attempt to amass some sort of lycanthrope army to attack the city.
Do we know, did Topsy or Turvy tell us about their lives before all of this? Like, I know I talked to her a little bit, but...
They said they were mushroom pickers?
Yeah. That's kind of all I got from, I don't think there's anything entirely special about, their upbringing.
Yeah.
Maybe the affliction, but I don't know why they would want them both for that.
Yeah, no, you remember that Topsy had essentially said that, yeah, they were mushroom pickers, and then after a drow attack on Blingdenstone, the city they come from, they were helping on, the effort to clear out rubble, and that's when they found the werewolf that got him.
Yeah, okay.
I thought maybe they needed Topsy to make sure he'd behave, so they'd bring her in, but she wasn't there.
Right. Though she did say that she was essentially getting patched up. So she's wherever they are. They just haven't reunited yet, I think.
Well, we might have done all that we can for tonight until we can find more of these scales.
Okay. Yeah. Get more talismans and we can peer in at them.
Okay.
Is there anything else we can... nobody happens to have any, genetic material of Kabi, do they? Anybody got a tooth or something?
No.
Damn. Well, then I think we might just have to look for him the old-fashioned way, if we're assuming that he's not with the rest.
Okay.
Weren't we gonna try and, peek around the residential district?
Yeah, we talked about it.
Might not be a bad idea.
Alright.
Maybe a good place to at least vet questions. See if nobody's seen anything. Though I suppose also be careful asking, questions that may be dangerous. Who knows who's out there.
That kid with the sepsis told us that they were all getting, housing over in the residential district for joining up with the cult. So theoretically, maybe a landlord or, rentee, I guess, is in on this whole thing.
That would make sense.
And they would probably be in a bit higher position of power than the sepsis kid. God bless him. Mara bless him.
Yeah, I could try to look through some documents to see who's who over there before you guys go out tomorrow.
Okay.
Gibbs will give a thumbs up.
I suppose for now you kids get some rest.
Yeah.
Aye aye. Gibbs will do a little curtsy. Thank you, Archpriest. And then waddle his way back to the rooms.
Waddle?
Did he always waddle?
I'm in my PJs.
It's one of those nightgowns that are tied at the bottom.
Gibbs has a little candlestick.
But yeah, you guys get back down to the bunkhouse under the cathedral. You see everyone else getting ready in their beds.
Good news, team. Topsy's okay.
See, people are looking relieved to hear that.
She's not with us, of course, but through the efforts of the Archpriest, we were able to, magically spy on her, basically, to discover that she's being treated pretty well. Turvy, we didn't see, but Topsy is looking okay. And if anybody gets any of those weird little dream catchers, hand them back to me, because they're of important.
Yeah, you see everyone nods.
Thank you. And Yibs will give a little head nod, and then doff his candlestick and crawl into bed.
Yeah, I suppose you guys go ahead and take a long rest.
Wow.
Taking a long rest while I don't have any damage. This is true sleep.
Yibs' body finally rests.
My God.
While his brain would sleep, his body would repair itself.
I grow like a 1/4 inch.
For once, the body too rests.
This is incredible.
It's amazing, mind-blowing stuff.
Has anyone tried this?
Alor, I feel like I could use 100 ropes today.
Only 100?
Quite right, my friend.
Oh, damn, I thought you guys bought like 100 feet of rope. You guys bought 100 1-foot ropes?
101 foot ropes.
Always keep them guessing.
Gibbs is about to invent that, like, can of spring snakes prank on someone.
But yeah, you guys wake up. I won't say in the morning, because God knows what time it is.
Oh, yeah.
But after some sleep, yeah, you guys wake up feeling rested.
Lovely.
Alright.
Heading to the residential district?
Yeah,
All right.
seems like probably our best shot.
Gibbs will gear up, slot his sword into his belt, get all his stuff ready, and walk up to the archpriest.
All right, yeah, you make it up there. Who you guys taking with you today?
Alor, you should probably pick. I
Right.
picked the last time.
I mean, I'm trying to remember everyone we have.
If you don't pick in 15 minutes, I get to pick Seraph.
There's Jimjar, Boopido, Prince, Sereth, and Shushar.
Where'd Ron go?
Ron doesn't count. He's always with you.
Ron doesn't count.
We love you, Ron.
If we are poking around residential, what's our main goal going in? Like, just finding information?
Confront landlords.
Confront landlords.
Find cabbie.
Who hates, which one of these NPCs hate landlords the most?
Not Seraph.
Not Seraph.
My family owns some properties on the north side of Menzoberranzan, and
Not Seraph.
Yes, we have a summer home in Stowe that we go to.
the Kazaret summer home. Boopido raises his hand. He doesn't like landlords.
But, are you going to stab the landlord, Boopido?
If that's what we're doing.
I don't think we need to stab the landlord, but I do like the energy.
I cannot stab them if that's more what we're going for. That's fine.
No? Okay.
I like somebody who can roll with the punches, though.
You know I can.
That's good.
Yeah, Yibs, do you want Boopido to be your partner?
Gibbs will give a thumbs up. Fine with me.
Your buddy system?
Buddy system.
System works.
The system works.
Go. Yeah, he'll make his way over to the party.
Hold hands.
Yeah, he tries to hold Yib's hand.
Gibbs eagerly holds his hand.
Whoa, big turn.
Oh.
Big turn for...
Big turnaround.
Yibs got rest and saw the light within Boopido.
Gibbs is like, this is great.
We're both green.
I do not trust this man, but I am gonna... Well, we are both green, but...
Kumbaya. Yeah, I guess, who else? Sarah, Jimjar? Yeah. Come help us snoop around.
All right. You see, he grabs his stuff and he'll make his way over.
Alright. Yibs.
That's me.
Are we ready to head out?
Gibbs will look over to Boopido.
Yeah, Boopido gives you a thumbs up with his long thumb.
Oh, wait. That's not good.
How long is his thumb?
Yeah.
Proportionally, probably like as long as... I guess the thumb is as long as a middle finger. Damn. Or at least mine is. Do I have a...
Well...
Fuck, do I have a long thumb?
You might have a long
Guys?
thumb.
You...
Are you just projecting?
Oh my god.
Listen, every friend group has a Boopido, and if
Aw.
you don't think so, you're the Boopido.
Shit. But yeah, he gives a thumbs up.
Gibbs will give a concerned thumbs up. Let's do it.
Alright.
Alright, you
Let's go
guys
team.
head up to the archpriest. You see he and Shusha are up there. He looks like Shushar's painting some more of these paper talismans to put up for the barrier. Oh, good job. I found some more. I found the name of one of the people of interest. Particularly he's a bit of a slumlord, as it were. But Shusha filled me a little bit on what you guys had found yesterday, and if they are going after people who are doing worse, then that may be somewhere to start.
Okay.
You're going to want to look for Klululub.
Look for whom?
Klululub?
Well, all right. We'll be off.
Alor. Write that down, Oh, wait, Illusion Yibs isn't here.
Yibs is going to start drawing a picture of Klululub.
A bottle of Kahlua.
All right, it's a deal. We'll look for him.
All right, yes. You should find them out by the west wall.
Okay. Yibs will start confidently walking east and then turn around.
All right.
You guys make the hike through town. Yeah, you just see, as always, there's just fish people walking around. Everybody's busy. You see people dragging big nets of fish in carts. You see, people are moving like construction materials. You see a cart that looks like it has a bunch of like floorboards in it. That's weird. And eventually you guys see kind of nothing here was like pristine. Like it was all a little ramshackle. It's made of just salvaged material and like old clay from the riverbed. But you see that you're starting to get to the part of the city that maybe some more recent salvage is not getting to.
Okay.
Back in like the main part of the city, buildings could get up to like 7 or 8 stories. And you see they're really not getting past 3 over here.
Yibs, who is shocked at 2-story buildings, is like, this is cool.
This is bougie.
All right, so where are we going first? Biggest building? Or does there look like there's a check-in place?
Common area.
Oh, yeah. Is there like a big hotel-looking thing?
I guess give me investigation checks.
All right.
Ooh, natural 20.
All right, yeah.
Natural 8.
Yeah, Yibs, you're still enamored. You're a country boy in the big city.
Wow.
Although you're a little more world weary. Looking around, you figure that if you're looking for like a public area, there's probably like some kind of park or something that must be around here, somewhere to stretch your legs, I guess, and that there is most likely a Sloobludop housing board for this area, essentially.
Oh, like a city hall?
Kind of, but I guess it's like you're looking for, I guess, like the landlord's apartment in the building.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay, cool.
But for like a district of the city. But Alor, you, as you wander, you see like a large building, probably gets up to maybe 6 stories, that looks a little more put together than everywhere else. And you figured if there were anywhere, it'd probably be somewhere in there.
All right, yeah. That's probably the fanciest building in this place.
Hot crawdads. Yeah, let's head over. He's gonna start walking towards.
Yeah, as you guys make your way over, you see door's not locked or anything.
Yibs will psych himself up a little bit and then pop open the door.
Yeah, as you guys walk in, you see you're in, looks like a lobby. Looks like there's, like, not necessarily a front desk. You see it's like not much. Like, this place isn't highly maintained. Like, there's not like a place with boxes for mail. You figure there's not much of that going on. You're essentially in a room that connects to the stairs in the elevator. That's a little nicer. Like, you see there's some like pictures of the Dark Lake or something painted on the wall. You see that there's some like bioluminescent mushrooms on the ceiling. I guess there's not elevators. I shouldn't have said that.
They've got those
Fantasy elevators?
they've got dumb waiters where there's just like a guy on the bottom floor continually pulling a rope.
It's a living.
Is there like a front desk? Is there a lady at the front desk? Or a man?
You see a desk, you don't see anyone at it.
Alor, I'm not tall enough. Can you ring the bell?
Is there a bell to ring?
Yeah, you see there is a bell. It's shaped like a fish head.
I'll ring the bell for you.
Yeah, you tap
you.
it. It seems broken, like it gives a weak, like, tink instead of a real ding. But you see out of a room's purple Quotoa, a male comes out. It's like, oh, hello, how can I help you?
You wouldn't happen to be the owner of this establishment, would you?
No, I'm not. I just work.
Good.
Looking for somewhere to live.
We were told by the, he was gonna look around a little bit. The organization, the Deep Father organization, that there could be housing for us post, conversion to their group. Is that true?
I haven't heard of this organization. Do you mean the Sea Mother?
No, the other one. The good one.
It seems
You sure you
subjective.
don't have like a boss? Well, sure, no. Sea Mother's, yeah, I'm sure she's great. You don't have like a manager around who might know? I feel bad asking, but
I mean, I don't know if Krub is in. I could somewhere on the top floor.
Yibs will give a thumbs up. Thank you. What do you say his name was? Kloob? Kaluloob?
Klululub.
Klululoob. All right,
All
we'll start looking for a Klululoob up there.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
right.
Teachings of Mara be upon
Thank
you.
you.
Alright, yeah. As you guys start up the stairs, you see that, yeah, these are, like, each step creaks under you guys. You can feel the outside air through the walls. As you guys climb up, both of you go ahead and give me perception checks.
Oh,
Alright.
14.
13.
Alright, yeah, as you guys make your way up, Alor, you're kind of watching your step a little bit. You feel like the floor is not super strong. In some places it's clay and in others it's wood. But as you guys pass like the third floor, you see a red kobold coming out of a room.
Hey, hello.
You see
Yibs will wave.
you see they turn their head. Like, oh, hello, how can I help you?
You wouldn't happen to know a Klululoob, would you?
I think he's the building manager. Gibbs, as you look at this guy closer, you don't recognize him. You didn't at first because he's not wearing his bandana.
Oh no.
This is Kabi.
I didn't want to be racist.
I didn't want to be racist.
hey, man. Kabi?
Yeah, I'm Kabi.
Do you remember me?
I'm sorry. Did you used to live in Gracklestug?
Yibs is gonna turn over and look at Alor. And
Alor, who's just now, like, paying attention to what was happening from watching her feet on the stairs. Oh, Kabi,
hold
what are
on.
you doing? We found him. What's up, man?
Yibs takes 2 points of ego damage from Kabi not remembering him.
Oof. I'm good. I'm sorry. Where I feel like a real jerk. Where do I know you guys from?
You don't remember, coming on into the city?
I remember I got here
The boat.
the boat. I remember working on a boat for a while. I think my crew died. My crew died. The mosque killed them.
Yibs is gonna look shocked at Alor.
Moss killed your old crew.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep,
Right?
yeah,
Do you-
mosque killed my crew. I was a cabin boy. I hid in a barrel.
And then we found you.
Yeah, and here we are. You found me.
No, we found you in the barrel, and then we traveled here together on a boat that was more so just a push thing.
Yeah, pushing rods. See, you see, I guess give me insight, both of you.
Yeah.
Cobby, come back to us.
Copy, come back.
I got a 16.
Insight. Ooh, I got a 9.
Yeah, Alor, you're not sure what's going on. You haven't seen anything like this before. I mean, that's not true. You've definitely seen someone you'd spent a night with in public and they acted a lot like this.
Laura's just rambling.
But you see that he's really trying to put this together. Something's not adding up. And I'll say on top of that, Cobby used to just wear his like bandana and some pants and like had rope on him just for working the rigging and everything. Cobby's wearing a shirt.
What have they done to you? They've domesticated you.
They made you wear clothes. Horrible, man.
Gibbs is like looking like worried and annoyed and all that until he like blinks a second and goes, "Oh, sure, you must not remember. It was a pretty like, you know, wild night. Say, do you still got that little charm they gave you at initiation? The little night catcher that they said to pray to?"
That who said to pray to? I'm really sorry. Cobby is not an uncommon name for kobolds. Are you sure you're not confusing me with someone else?
Shit, and he wasn't brainwashed by the cult? Wait, now Gibbs is entirely flummoxed. Well, how long have you been in this city?
Been in the city for a few days now.
You have any friends?
Not really. I'm new in the building and I'm admittedly a little shy, but you know, I'm hoping to join a new crew and maybe I'll make some friends there.
You don't have a job yet?
Not yet. I was gonna make my way down to the fishing harbor.
Then how are you paying for your room? Who's paying for your room if you don't have a job?
You see, he just looks at you, like kind of like a little bit frozen in like the start of like his sentence got caught trying to get out of his vocal box.
How'd you know to come here? If you don't have any friends, how'd you get a place? Gibbs is gonna give a side eye to Alor and then a side eye to Boopito.
Yeah, Boopito's got his finger up on his chin. You don't remember? We must have been nearly a week on a boat with you. We had all sorts of adventures.
Gibbs is gonna let go of Boopito's hand and pull out this and pull out the his drow short sword. You remember when we ran from those pirates? Those bounty hunters?
Give me persuasion.
Ooh, okay. That's an 18. Gibbs is convincing.
Were you on my old crew? Did you survive too? I feel like I would have remembered you. You got a unique look about you.
Yes, I do. I'm very memorable. I wasn't on your old crew, but I am on your current crew. The one that's waiting for you to come back, Cobby. Jim Jar.
You went to pay for the boat? Remember?
I don't.
Well, you don't. Where are you gonna find a job? Where are you gonna go? If you don't have one now, what are you planning?
I was gonna go try to join a boat down at the fishing docks. Be a cabin boy.
Okay. Gibbs is gonna look past him. Is that your room?
Yeah.
Would you mind if we stepped in for a second?
I guess give me persuasion again. So it's like a DC 15.
Ooh, that's a 6. I rolled very low.
I'd say Alor, you can kind of give him help. You can also do it.
Okay. Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Click. Oh no. It's a 14.
Yeah, you see, it looked a little at first like you were, like he was concerned about his seeming lapse in memory, and now he's a little, like, scared of all of this. I don't know. I'm sorry if I knew you at some point. I don't know.
Mosk. You remember Mosk, right?
I remember Mosk. He killed my crew, my old friends.
You remember
what
he looks like?
What happened after?
Looks like what happened after. I've managed to get the boat to the Cloaked Harbor, and then I was
What about the water weird?
water weird. Go ahead
Cobby,
and give me persuasion, Alor.
Ooh, good one.
Persuasion. That's 17.
Nice.
Maybe. I mean, that.
The dam buildup when it broke.
Go ahead and give me persuasion.
That's a 21.
Nice.
Yeah. We met the Dwagar, and then the dam broke.
Yeah.
Because of.
Cobby, I'm gonna pull out the stinking, like, death-smelling cloak. We killed Mosk, Cobby. We got him. You remember that?
Remember?
Go ahead and give another persuasion. I'd say you guys got one. Go ahead and give me with advantage, even.
Ooh.
Okay, that's a 12 with advantage. 15.
15. He's dead? That's good.
Sure as shit, buddy.
Where was do I remember where Cobby was during the fight? Can I do history to remember that?
You remember he was in the cage?
Okay. You were in the cage with everyone? And,
I swooped in from the ceiling. Mosk got me good.
Gibbs came down.
Oh, Gibbs is gonna pull from his pack his little water flask, uncork the top. And to be fair, Gibbs has not done this yet, so this is an interesting situation to do it, but I popped the top on it.
You see the water weird slithers out.
Look.
Like its tail still is in the flask. Comes out. Okay, someone roll me a d6.
Ooh, Alor, you want to try?
Sure. It's a 4.
You said. Okay. Yeah, you see this thing comes out and is going to make a attack on Jimjar. It misses. You see it shoots a little water laser at Jimjar, and it like hits him in the chest, and it doesn't even break his shirt.
Oh my god! Weirdo! Yubes has completely forgotten about Cobby.
That thing back where it came from or so helpful.
Yubes is gonna like pull back his front gums to reveal his fangs, and then like pierce the tip of his thumb with a fang, and then like drip a little drop of blood onto Weirdo.
Yeah, you do that, and you see it shudder as like it becomes, I guess, like 1% redder than it was.
Let's go. That's me.
Both of you give me animal handling.
Oh no.
Both of us.
Yeah, help. Please.
I'm no help.
No.
I'm a 5.
I got a 9.
Yeah. Unclear
Yes.
if this had ramifications, and then if they did, unclear what they are.
You should put that
This
away.
thing, yeah,
Gibbs is going to
just kind of idle animates next to Yibs in the flask.
You remember Weird? You remember the water Weird and my little weirdo?
I remember it being at the dam.
Yeah. You know what was right before the dam? And Yibs is gonna pull out the shard of crystal that nearly killed Ron. You remember that? The crystal beast that attacked the group? You remember how incredible that was? The battle?
Broke the ballista.
Broke the ballista.
We had to fix it.
Go ahead
You
and
remember?
Give me persuasion, the both of you.
Finally, Yibs' collection of trinkets is paying off.
21.
That's a 6, but Alor got a 21.
Yeah, with the 21, that gem stalker attacked, and
Yeah.
I don't remember you guys, but I feel like I should.
Would have to be a pretty tough adventure to do all of that on your own.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, go ahead and come in.
Okay.
Yibs is going to
As we
give a fist pump and then like brush the back of Weirdo and then cork him.
Pour him?
No, cork him.
Oh,
Put him
I
back
see.
in the flask.
Yeah, he's back in the I guess give me another animal handling. Try to get this guy
Love
back
you,
in the
Weirdo.
flask.
Please get back in the flask, Weirdo. I love you so much. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's a 7.
Yeah,
Booby, no help.
Yeah, Weirdo bites your finger for 1 damage.
I let him bite my finger. That's okay.
See, it doesn't break skin. Like, it's not sharp. Like, now your finger is just through its head, essentially.
Aww. Unfortunately, Jahan's favorite thing with an animal or small thing is it trying to kill me. There's nothing more adorable than a very small thing trying its best to kill me. That is like pack bond immediately. I'm like, word.
But yeah, it does not go back in the flask.
Gibbs will shrug and just kind of hold the water sack on his shoulder while he walks in the room.
You know, as we're going in, Alor just, you know, thinking back, do I have any knowledge of, like, memory alternating spells, or how something so powerful could block out a person or a group of people?
I'd say you can give me a history or arcana check.
I'm one better with history, so let's try that. Ooh, it was almost a 1, but it was a 7, so it's only a 10.
A 10? You know that there are spells out there capable of that. You know that there is, like, modify memory, but you know it'd have to be pretty powerful for those effects to be persistent. Like, usually that lasts for a limited amount of time, and then you know that there is something, I forget the actual spell name, but essentially lets you pull, I don't think you pull the memory from your head, you manifest like a physical, like, strand of that memory, and you can give it to someone and then they can have that memory. Though, you know, it doesn't necessarily take the memory away, though certainly in relation to this cult you've seen unorthodox use of spells.
Right, okay.
And Code Thoughts is that spell. Yibs doesn't say that, but Jahan does.
Yeah, and Code Thoughts, thank you. I don't think that removes the memory from you, right?
It doesn't. It's just a really weird way to, like, communicate with someone.
Yeah.
While we're in this room, does Kabi's house look barren or lavish or...
Yeah, as you guys get in, you see that it is a bed and a chair.
Fuck, dude. You even got the Donnie Darko poster on the wall. You gotta get a better place, dude.
That's canon.
I remember, I like that film.
That's all I remember.
Well, yeah, sure, but the CRT in the corner isn't really helping things, though.
Yeah, you see he sits on the chair and will gesture to the bed for the 5 of you.
I sit with, like, the smaller people flanking me. Ron's standing next to us.
Yeah, Ron does not sit. He fears the integrity of this bed with him on it alone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
But, okay, so you guys remember me, but I don't remember you.
Right.
Yeah. You remember us a little bit.
I remember...
You remember what we did.
the things you're saying. I don't remember you guys.
Hey, wait. I got an idea. And Yibs is going to kind of rub his fingers a little bit together, and then... is it okay if I try to help you regain your memories?
Sure. Yeah.
It's not gonna be anything crazy. I don't know if it'll work, but... And Yibs is gonna put all 8 of his fingers on Kabi's forehead. And cast Lesser Restoration.
Oh.
I end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. I don't know if it will work, but, like, this is all Yibs has got in terms of, like, you know.
Okay, yeah, let me find...
I can't entirely focus on Weirdo, but I need to focus on Weirdo. That's my little boy right there. Alor, does Stool bite you and shoot lasers at you? Does your son do the same things?
No, but he makes the inside of my bag rotten.
Yibs is gonna, like, nod wisely and go, we all have problems. Wait, Stool is constantly, like, a little moist. Maybe he'll be friends with Weirdo.
You keep him away from him.
What? But I love him. Did you see his little laser beam? Gibbs is gonna walk over to Kabi's sink.
You go to his kitchenette.
Damn, Kabi, you even have a little island on here. It's pretty good. Gibbs is gargling soda stream water and spitting it out of his mouth to try to show Weirdo how to do it.
Yeah, you see it shoots a laser at Jim Jar again.
Yeah, let's go!
Don't encourage it.
Gibbs will also shoot a soda stream laser at Jim Jar.
Don't spit at me.
Gibbs is gonna look down at Weirdo and say, not specifically him, but enemies. We gotta learn you the ops, bro.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check with your lesser restoration.
Alright. Natural 20!
Yeah, as you put your fingers on his forehead, you surge with your Mara magic and attempt to clear up his memory. And you see him kind of stagger back a little bit into his chair. I was at the Cloaked Harbor and then sailed through the Dark Lake, and we went through rapids. I went through rapids. There was the Gemstalker, and then the water weird with the Dwagar, and the dam broke, and then I was in a cage with that Mosk put me in, and now I'm here. But I don't remember any of you.
Well, damn, not even Alor?
I'm afraid not.
Wow, that's how you know it's really bad.
Alor cuts a striking image.
But I remember that there were people who helped you. There was someone who was on the dam beating the water weird. I remember someone got hurt from the Gemstalker. I remember someone shot Mosk with a drow arrow, but
I shot Mosk with a drow arrow.
I don't remember you. Like, there's someone there, but I can't see who.
It was me.
It was her.
It was me.
It was Alor.
And Gibbs got hurt. Gibbs was up fighting the Gemstalker. Up with Ron.
You don't remember me, buddy? I believe you guys. That essentially the silhouettes in my memory are you guys, but I can't remember.
Dang.
Do you remember so what do you remember? That you got here and then what?
I went to go pay for the boat, for the parking, and I met with some kid stopped me, a Quotoa kid. Told me...
Did he look sick?
He didn't look sick, but which was surprising because he said he almost died of sickness.
That's our boy.
Like, he came way too close, but he gave me a talisman, and he was like, and then after that I don't remember.
Do you still have that talisman?
Yeah, of course. You see, he pulls it out from under his pillow.
Can I see it?
Sure. He tossed it to you.
Alor raises her eyebrows.
Gibbs is gonna take it and pocket it. You don't need this, buddy. This is bad.
Okay. All right. I believe you.
This is bad news. You don't want this.
Gotcha.
This is the Deep Father stuff.
Deep Father?
Yeah, that little kid.
You don't know who that is.
Maybe the kid said something about that. But yeah, I don't. That doesn't really ring a bell.
They're trying to get you in a cult, but you're too smart for them.
That's good.
Gibbs is gonna give a nod. You wouldn't happen to know a Klulaloob, would you?
Yeah, I do. He came and visited a couple days ago, and he gave me guff about using the tax to put my poster up.
Yeah, you're supposed to use that weird, like, gunky gum stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'd buy some. I don't have a job yet.
And yet you have an apartment.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
How about we go pay this Klulaloob a visit?
Okay, but if he asks, I fix the wall.
Yeah, don't worry. I won't tell him about the Donnie Darko poster or the Patrick Bateman poster. I noticed you hot glued that one.
I think he's just like me. I'm just like him for real.
Gibbs is gonna give him a pat on the back as they all walk out of the room and say, "Me too, buddy. Me too."
Yeah, you guys, unless there's anything else you're looking to do in the apartment.
Unless, yeah. I mean, I guess I didn't investigate the apartment.
You should probably do that.
Is it really just a chair and a bed? Is Kabi hiding something from me?
Go ahead and give an investigation check.
It's a 14.
14? Looking around, you kind of check the obvious spots. You, once the two of them leave the room, you look around, you check his little kitchenette. You see that there's nothing suspicious over there, nothing behind the poster. You see he did kind of do a hack job putting the tacks up.
There's 3 spots where he missed and he had to re-straighten out the poster and he put it too low on the wall.
It's a little ridiculous to get mad about tacks in the wall. You think Kabi maybe deserved it a little bit. And then you check under the bed and see a dark robe with orange accents.
I'm gonna grab it.
All right.
Yibs and Kabi left the room, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna kind of straighten it up and kind of hold it out and show Jim Jar and Boopito and Ron because
everybody is still there.
They're still here, and I point to it. Guys.
Yeah, you see, they look at it, and Boopito's like, it does look a lot like the stuff that we saw where they took Turvy.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same robes that the kid at the dock was wearing, right?
Right. And you see, unlike the kid at the robe, this one has the other one had a hood, but this one seems to have a face covering that has the Y symbol that was kind of branded into those quotoa. I'd say it's a Y with a circle behind it.
Okay. Where were we planning on going before we got distracted?
Up to the landlord's office.
Okay. Oh, are we connected? Yeah, we must be connected. I can talk to Yibs and not Kabi through spores, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna fold up the robe and slide it in my bag next to stool.
Alright.
Yibs, bad news.
As soon as you speak to Yibs telepathically, you hear the onslaught of Yibs' thought process, which is, I need to feed Weirdo more blood. He should probably drink more blood. Oh, Alor, hi.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yibs, bad news. Kabi's with the Deep Father.
Well,
I found his robes under his bed.
Fuck. Damn, that's really bad. I need to give Weirdo more blood.
Do you think he's leading us to a trap?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. But he didn't seem like he was lying. I think maybe... You know how Turvy was saying, Yibs has completely swapped now and is thinking normal sentences to Alor while in real life talking to Kabi just keeps repeating, I need to feed Weirdo more blood.
I guess. Who's Weirdo? Is that the little water thing? Do they eat blood?
Yibs doesn't know.
Do they eat blood?
Don't know, but...
You guys don't know. You guys didn't pass your animal handling checks.
If I give it blood, theoretically...
Jim Jar, do water weirds eat blood?
I don't know. I think they mostly sustain them. I think they just are water. I don't know that they eat.
Well, yeah, but if I give it a little bit of my blood, then it knows it's me.
I think you're killing it.
I don't know that you're doing that either.
It knows it's me.
I mean, Weirdo, when he was big, he did wring out those Dwagar into himself, and he seemed all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, but with me on a smaller scale.
I don't know that at that.
I don't know if you want to be turned into soup.
In any case,
I think it'll get bigger if you give it water. I don't know that they eat.
well, yeah, no, I'm not gonna give it more water right now until I get like a big barrel.
But I don't know that you need to give it blood, you know?
Well, I just figured that way it knows it's me. If it's made up of part Yibs, then it knows Yibs is good, you know?
I don't know enough to say that that's wrong.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know. But Alor, do you think, you know how like Turvey would kind of pass out when he went to werewolf mode or lichen mode?
Yeah.
Do you think it's like that with Kabi? Like he just kind of blacks out and does culty stuff and then comes back? Because I don't think he's lying necessarily.
Do you think when you pray to it, it makes a deal to take over your body? But then, what, the cultists are walking around all the time.
I don't know.
Is there a way to do that? Just willingly magic let somebody take over your body in D&D?
Probably through like
Prince?
Just like, other than like Crown of Madness.
right, probably through like pacts or like contracts.
Right. So are all of these people entering pacts or some kind of contract with the Deep Father?
Maybe. Maybe it's like a prince thing.
Through this prayer, through this vision, and somehow through that he can suppress memory?
Well, maybe we like exert control over him because we're his friends? I don't know.
The power of friendship?
I might be saying the power of friendship. Let's find this landlord and then we can figure out from there. Because I think if we find that guy, we should be well on our way to figuring out the cult thing. Because I imagine that he's in on it.
The rest of you catch up with Yibs and Kabi as you guys make it up to the 6th floor and see that it's just a long hallway with a nicer doorway at the other end. Like this hallway is just lined with apartments.
Kabi, do you know what door?
Yeah, his is all the way. His is the one at the end there.
We'll give a thumbs up and start walking over.
Yeah, as you walk, you pass these other apartment doors. You see, like, you pass a hallway that branches off into more hallway, other apartments and everything. This building's fairly big.
Does it have windows?
Yeah, there's some windows every now and then.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys reach the end of the hallway and get to this door.
Alora, you want to lead or do you want me to lead?
I know we're here to talk to him, but maybe you should lead. I think you know what's going on more than I do. I know we're confronting him, but I'll back you up.
Thumbs up. All right. Yibs is gonna clear his throat and then cough very loudly and knock on the door.
Yeah, you hear, "Come in."
Yes, sir. And he's gonna open the door.
Yeah, as you guys enter, you see a large Quotoa sitting at a desk, like his feet kicked up. You see he's wearing, looks like kind of the normal Quotoa apparel. Looks like a baggy, essentially like tank top, long, like a sleeveless shirt that goes down to like their knees, essentially. It's kind of a sack, but I'm trying to be nicer about it because it's just what they wear. Not just
sleeveless long sleeve.
But he's got his feet kicked up. He sees heavier set than any of the other Quoto you guys have seen in this area. He's like, I don't recognize you guys. You guys looking for somewhere to stay? We don't have vacancies.
Yibs is going to pull out the artifact, the charm that Kabi gave him, that Yibs took from Kabi, and go, are you sure you don't?
Give me, because you're not being deceptive. I'm tempted to say like persuasion.
I'm not lying, no.
Yeah, give me persuasion.
Alright, that's a 14.
Ooh, alright.
Am I helping?
You don't need to. You beat him against his your old insight and got a 14. You meet it, you beat it, so you got him. Oh, aren't you supposed to be escorted by whatever?
Okay, we can get you all? Wow, alright, big haul. Yeah, alright, I can find you places. The guy at the front's supposed to take care of this kind of thing.
Guy at the front didn't seem to recognize your authority. You
Yeah.
are, the boss here, right?
Of course I am. It's my building.
Oh, good to meet you.
It's my neighborhood.
Really? So,
Mm.
you've had this place for a while then, right?
Father owned a couple buildings around here. Got them from him, and I've expanded since then.
Hey, that's pretty good. Sweet deal.
Pulls at his shirt. Like,
No.
It's not too bad.
Well, you've got the whole business partnering with the Deep Father stuff now, so you must be rolling in it.
Yeah, I suppose so. You're a little more conversational than they usually are.
Yeah, well, we're new in town.
Well, that much is obvious.
Let me tell you, this is nowhere near as talkative as I could be.
Yeah, I think we're good where we are. Let's go ahead and, I'll get you a room.
Lovely, lovely.
Where's Cobby?
Cobby's with you guys.
Is he just... Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, you guys are with this troublemaker? Don't let him trick you. You're supposed to buy sticky tack from the marketplace. If you want to put anything on the walls, this maniac took a mallet to my wall.
Gibbs is gonna, very subtly put his Fight Club poster behind his back a little bit further.
God, the manosphere is
Okay.
alive and well in Calberothe.
Okay, whatever you say, boss. Say, are we walking out of the room or going somewhere?
Yeah, he's getting up and is gonna try to lead you guys to some rooms.
So, how's this work?
Yeah.
Do we just get the room now that we're part of the congregation, or do we have to do jobs, or?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm not too involved. I essentially give you a slip, you bring it down to the guy at the front, he gives you a key. That's where my part of the deal ends.
Interesting. So, do you then have do you report us in? Do they come in with an annual thing? Are you gonna get a big bonus for us coming in such a big group?
Yeah, I might get a nice bonus for bringing you guys in.
Nice. Well, I'm glad to hear. You seem like a pretty reputable guy. I'm glad you're getting your dues. When will that happen?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. But, funny thing is, they actually wanted me to bring you guys in, but they were hoping for body bags.
Cool.
Gibbs is gonna... Damn. You don't know... Who do you mean, friend? You don't know us.
You see, he pulls out what looks like a small whistle and blows it.
No, wait!
You guys don't hear anything, but
Oh, fuck.
Gibbs, you suddenly get a sense and take a quick step to the side and see Cobby nearly plunged a knife into your back.
Cobby.
Yeah, everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
18.
Alright, Ron got a 12.
Oh, okay. If it's bad, I'm gonna die.
If it's bad, you'll die instantly.
I'm gonna be dead in real life.
Guess what it was?
No!
That's a natural 1. Yibs moves as slow as molasses.
Gibbs truly
Gibbs is
stunned
stunned.
at Cobby's audacity to take a
His
swing at him.
betrayal.
The betrayal. I thought you were my cute little guy.
Yes, Alor, you are first. You guys are in this office. Cobby is on one side of you. This slumlord is on the other side. So he's probably
Okay.
still behind his desk.
What? He blew a whistle, right? To trigger Cobby?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
But I don't think
a
he
silent
heard
whistle.
it.
Didn't make any noise.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to look at him and I'm going to try to cast the spell Suggestion.
All right.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. All right. Here we go. That is a 14.
I think my save is 14. So I can burn a bard. Can I burn a bardic to do that? No, not yet.
That's a silvery barbs currently, right?
Yeah, that is a silvery barbs currently. Do I want to spend that?
We should be okay for now.
We should be
I feel
okay
like.
for now, but I could shut this down so fast, I think.
I mean, but we're gonna get jumped by
We
like
are gonna
30
get jumped
guys.
by like 30 guys.
So I feel like, well, I don't know. It's up to you.
No, okay, so a spell is I should really just read my character sheet before we go in, because I need to look at my bonus actions before Okay, I am gonna skip the silvery barbs, but I am going to move, and I think I'm going to go for... Actually, how's the door behind us? Is it
I guess
open?
I don't know. Do you guys think you guys closed it?
Probably.
To the like landlord's office?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say we probably closed it.
Yeah.
Who went out last, actually? Because Yibs went out first.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, if you guys really think you closed it, then it's closed.
Alright. So he blew a silent whistle. Is there anything I can toss in front of the door to buy us a minute?
Yeah, you see that there are some chairs on your guys' side of the desk that you could probably try to put under the...
Yeah, I'll grab a chair and try to jam it under the doorknob real quick.
All right.
Buy us a minute.
Oh. Are we still in his office?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was under the impression that we had walked into the hallway. That's good.
No, we're in his office.
Yeah.
I'm trapping us in here.
That's so much better. Okay. Is there a window in this office?
Yeah, you see behind him there's a big window kind of overlooking the slum area.
Okay. In 2 turns, when Yibs gets to move, that's what he's going for.
All right.
The window immediately.
I wouldn't say immediately.
Alor, you got anything else?
Block the door, and then, this office, is it just like a square room?
I'd say closer to a rectangle if we're really going to be pedantic about it.
Okay.
Just,
okay.
but yeah, nothing. It's really just like the desk, his side with a chair, a couple chairs on your side, probably like a plant or something, probably some picture on the wall, probably like a painting.
Does Jim Jar still have one of those drow sleep arrows, or did he already use that? Yeah, I was just gonna throw him one of the drow arrows and try to get Cobby.
You got it. Yeah, he'll catch it and load it in his crossbow.
Make Cobby go to sleep.
All right.
And there we go.
Someone roll me, I guess each of you roll me 2d8.
2d8.
Awesome.
Ooh, a 6.
I got an 8 and an 8.
I got a 1 and a 5.
All right.
Don't
6
worry.
and 16, that's what, 22?
22.
All right, the door has 22 HP.
That's some respectable door health.
I pulled my weight with that one.
Yeah, you did.
All right. Yeah, as you guys board yourselves up in the room, you hear a big punch on the door.
Okay, that's bad.
No one's home.
You hear the door, you hear the Zerkwood crack.
No one's home.
All right, after that is Boopido, who will go ahead. He'll go ahead and look at Alor and Yibs. Should I get him? What's the move?
Don't kill Cobby.
All right, the other one. You see, he looks over at the slumlord.
Kill the landlord. Or at least rough him up. Maybe don't kill him, but certainly hurt him.
All right, not dead, but wishes he were. You see, he will scramble over the desk and jump at him with the war pick.
Not scramble.
Boopido crit.
Oh my god!
Yo! Make you wish he was dead.
He crit and got max damage.
Black lightning arcs through the room.
That's I think we are gonna start doing that. I think from now on, new house rule.
Whoop, whoop,
When
whoop,
you
whoop.
crit for the rest of that encounter, you add +1 to hit and +1 to damage, and that stacks per crit.
That stacks? That's crazy.
So if I crit like 5 times in a session somehow, I would have a +5.
In an encounter.
And that's what I meant.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Our
question.
our encounters are usually a session.
True.
If I were to use like a big multi-hit, right? Like let's say Illusory Yibs is right next to me and I'm hitting and he's hitting. That means we roll 4 dice. If any of those are crits,
I'd say
does it work for spells or just physical attacks?
it works for spells. I think I'm tempted to say that Illusory Yibs would have his own.
I love that. No, that's great. I absolutely adore that.
Okay.
I was like, no, it's fair if you say he doesn't count, but if you say he counts and it not for me, perfect.
Okay.
Alright.
I also would say that if you crit on a perception, that doesn't count. We're talking like
but
just
if
attacks.
if I hit like a firebolt and my firebolt crits, that counts.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So
What a wrinkle.
I have the feat. One of my feats is Piercer, and I have an enhanced crit from Piercer. So when I hit a crit that deals piercing damage, I can roll 1 additional damage die when doing the extra damage too. So I'd get to do an extra die and add 1 to that, or whatever else.
Yep.
That's nice. Okay.
That is nice.
I'm here for it.
But yeah, Bupido lunges over this desk, like kicks some stuff off it, and brings the blunt end of this war pick across the slumlord's head for 20 damage.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit. He hit him for as much as I punched that fish lady for.
Right there.
I like to think that that's how Alor reasons out damage now.
How many punches is that?
How many punches?
How many peak punches?
Yeah, there we go. That's Bupido is at a +1, and he gets to use his second attack, and that is he hits with a 17, and that does hit. He gets him for 9 more damage. All right, next up. Somebody roll me a D8.
You want to do it or you want me to do it?
You can do it.
Alright, that's a 7. Not too bad.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Unless that was like how many people are in the hallway.
Right.
Yeah, Jimjar is going to go ahead and take the shot at Kabi with his crossbow, and only got a 9. He misses.
Damn.
Yeah, you see, seemingly uncharacteristically for Kabi, he manages to get out of. I guess it is tough. You're all pretty clumped up, so yeah, Jimjar just can't get a beat on him. Alright, next that is Kabi's turn, who's going to try and make another attack on Yibs.
Damn.
Bring it,
Would
kiddo.
you do, Yibs?
23 to hit.
Yeah, that nicks me.
Yeah, he gets you with his dagger for 5 damage.
Kabi, wake up! Stop it! You dick!
He does not respond. That is Ront's turn, and he's going to try and take a swing at Kabi with his sword using like the broadside.
Smack him like a baseball bat.
Yeah. And he just hits for sword 8 damage. Oh, kobolds are really weak. Okay, yeah, he hits Kabi with the broadside of his sword and just knocks him into the wall, and Kabi's knocked out.
Oh my god.
Ron, is he okay?
Yeah, he should be.
Okay, thank you. Good job.
Yeah, thanks. That is the Slumlord's turn. who is going to try to first bite Boopido.
Bite.
That does not hit him. And then he's going to try to get him with... You see he, like, from... Looks like an umbrella stand, pulls out a, like, staff with a claw on the end of it.
Ooh.
And we'll try to get Boopido with that. And that does hit for 3 damage. But Kabi is grappled. You see, like, the mechanical claw on the end. It's not like an advanced mechanism. He just, like, gets it around him and then pulls, like, a winch shut, and it just tightens. And he's got Kabi grappled. Or not Kabi. He's got Boopido grappled with this staff.
Shit.
Where are my guys?
They're not coming.
As you say that, there is another big punch on the door.
A knock at the door.
A very aggressive knock.
Occupied.
That's our guys. You're fucked when they get in here.
8 damage. Yeah, you see the door is starting to splinter.
They're almost
somebody
here.
Break a window.
Don't you come near my window.
Break a window. Break all the windows.
I told you what my plan was. All right. Now, I do want to break the window, but he's got one of our friends, air quotes, in a grip. Okay. Looking at this guy, does he look like a fighter or does he look like a guy?
He looks like a guy.
Okay, so he probably wouldn't be able to take, like, too much punishment.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Boopido did a decent number on him. Like, he's not bloodied yet, but it hurt.
Okay. Now, Yibs will also look behind him at the window. Okay. The window, does it look like I could shatter it by, like, hitting it with a sword?
Hypothetically, it could be done.
I have a sling. Would a rock break that window?
Yeah, again, hypothetically,
Rocks are notorious.
it could.
No, hold on. Notice how...
Looks like glass is an AC 13.
Fuck. Oh, I'm missing that then. Hit me with AC 9, bro. Then I'm on your level. Okay, I'm gonna try and get Boopido, I think. And then if I have time, if I can hit the landlord to make him release Boopido, then that'll be great. And then if I have time, I'll go for the window. And if I don't have time, Alor, that's on you.
If I don't have time, that's your problem, Alor.
That's your problem, Alor. Okay. Actually, maybe I can do both. Yibs is gonna rush in. He's gonna do that thing whenever it's like a close quarters like encounter, and he's gonna like run up the wall a little bit to do like a cool jumping attack.
Oh yeah.
Alright, and slash at him with the hook. That's... Ooh, does a 12 hit the landlord?
The 12 does hit the landlord.
Oh, okay. You love to see it. Alright, yeah, I'll do my little run-uppy, wally, jumpy slash for... Ooh, nice. Max damage, that's another 10 to him.
Nice. Yeah, he's looking rough now. Yeah, you slash him across the chest with the hook. He still has Boopido caught.
Damn, okay. I'm gonna look and go... I'm gonna point at him and go, that guy, bad guy, and look at Weirdo, who is on my shoulder still.
Give me animal handling.
All right. That's a nat 1. God. That's a 4 total. It's my second nat 1 of our, like, 15-minute session.
God.
Yeah, Weirdo rolls a 10 and tries to shoot you with his water laser. And
In your
yeah,
ear.
he gives you a wet willy. It doesn't hurt, but your ear is wet.
Weirdo, I love you, bud, but we gotta focus on the real problem, the corrupt housing industry. Okay, and Yibs will... That was his action, to cut him with the hook. Bonus action. Yibs will snap his fingers towards the window, and a giant, like... spectral mallet appears next to the window. The head of it looks like Yibs's face, like a stylized emblem of Yibs's face. So theoretically, anything it smashes has like a Yibs's face imprint. And he's going to, with this spirit weapon, swing it towards the window trying to just smash it through.
All right, yeah, go ahead and
See
make
if it
your
hits.
attack.
Ah, that's an 18.
That hits.
All right. And let's see if this bludgeoning bludgeons. Minimum damage for 4.
All right, yeah, as this thing winds up and slams into it, you see it wobble and cracks splinter out from the impact point.
Damn. Okay. I'll look over at Alor. Probably one more good hit.
Got it.
All right, and that's my turn.
All right, next up is Alor.
All right. So everyone's in this room. Where's Kabi?
Kabi is on the ground near you, sleeping.
Can I like just scoop him up and like put him on my hip?
Yeah, he's
How
pretty-
big is he?
He's small.
Yeah, come here. And I'm gonna run over to the window, I guess.
All right.
Do I have any? I don't really have anything good to hit the window with. Is there a chair? What about his chair?
He does have a chair, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a chair to this window.
All right, yeah, you scoop up Kabi, like kind of dump him on the desk, switch him out for this chair.
What would I get to roll for the chair?
I was gonna say, because you don't have an improvised melee attack yet.
No.
I think you pulled this very similar move on the raid at Mosque's base, and I think we just had you make a weapon attack and then do bludgeoning instead. So we'll just do that for now.
Okay. Just what should I roll?
Just your
Just-
weapon
just-
attack. Like your...
Weapon general.
Well, I guess not your rapier. You're not probably proficient
Yeah.
in chairs. I guess roll it without your...
You're not-
and, like, subtract your proficiency.
What's my proficiency?
I think it's probably a 2. Yeah, it's a 2. So yeah, attack -2.
Ooh, that's 18. I am proficient in chairs.
Yeah, you pick up this chair and you do definitely hit the window.
How much? What should I roll for damage?
I think just your damage.
5.
The window shatters.
Ha!
Nice.
I throw the chair out the window while it shatters too.
That way you can sit on it.
So yeah, you send this chair down 5 stories.
I want him to see that his chair is out the window.
Come on.
Good. You deserved that. Anyways, everyone, it's time to go.
I don't mean to argue, but how are we getting out through there?
Alor,
Climb down my hook.
what?
Climb down the hook.
Alor shakes her head and she
Your hook isn't 5 stories.
magic.
How?
Okay.
Wait. 5 stories?
Yeah, you guys went up 5 stories.
God damn.
Shit. I can cast a spell next round. Featherfall, get us all out of here. I just need one more round.
Okay.
Unless breaking the window counts as a bonus action, which I don't think it,
No, that's an action.
yeah, that's an action. I don't think it should. So I can get us out of here. I just need a minute. Picking up Kabi off the desk, putting him in my bag next to stool.
He's not that small.
Putting him on top of my bag.
He's like Yib-sized.
Hi.
Yeah, you just drape him over the top of my bag, you know?
All right. That is whoever's outside this door's turn.
Oh boy.
First one, they hit the door. They don't buckle it. Attack again. Yeah, you see a large fist knocks this door down. 2 Quotoa the size of the Archpriestess's enforcers are waiting outside.
Oh, man.
And you see that they are wearing like a black robe with orange trim and like a hood with a sheet over their face, and it has this Y symbol with the circle over them, so you can't see their faces.
Ooh. Yeah, we really gotta go now, guys.
Take care of them.
He's gonna try to bite Boopito, or not Boopito, excuse me. He's gonna try to bite Jimjar.
The landlord?
No, the guy who just got in here.
Oh, fuck.
And that does hit 6 damage. Alright, that is Boopito's turn. He's gonna try to wiggle his way out of this binding. Alright, yeah, he does it. You see him manage to like grab and just barely pry the claws enough to slip out. But
Nice.
I believe that is an action to do that. Yeah.
That's okay.
So that is his turn. Jimjar's turn, who is going to pull out his dagger and try to stab at this big fish man, and does not hit.
Damn.
Should we... I can't... They're too close. I can't get away from them.
Does it look like there's only 2 guys? Is it the 2 guys that just busted in?
That you can see, like, these 2 guys are kind of taking up the door frame. Like, looks like only one of them can really get in at a time. But you see that the hallway behind them, like, there are doors open that were closed before.
Fuck.
And
I mean, we could try to bottleneck.
How high is 5 stories?
it's about 60 feet.
Damn.
D&D falling damage. How much damage?
It's 5d6.
Okay. On average, about 15.
I can cast a spell. Oh, I can cast it as a reaction.
It's true.
Ron's turn. He's gonna try to give these guys some cover to get back. He's gonna attack this big Quotoa in the doorway and hits for 7 damage. And I'll say he also he locks it. He's going into one of his rages. So that 7 damage becomes 9 damage.
Pretty good.
Ooh, damn.
That's my boy right there.
Really bringing it today, Ron.
I saw that.
Turns away. His rage goes out. Turns over and he kind of rubs the back of his head. No thanks.
I saw that 9 damage you did earlier, man. That was pretty great.
That was really impressive.
That's awesome, man. Next up is the landlord, who is going to try to bite Boopido again.
Biting everyone.
Misses. And then he's going to reach out his pincer staff and try to grab Alor.
Hey.
And that is a 13 to hit.
No, doesn't hit.
Alright, yeah. He thrusts it out and you manage to step out of the way. Alright, that is the other big guy's turn, who steps into the door and is going to first try to bite Jimjar, and does. Which I guess it's kind of awkward through the face sheet, but
It's more of a metaphorical bite.
gets him for 4 damage, and
The
then-
sheet got in the way. He only did 4.
Yeah, it's just, you really got to be careful of the sheet. They're not cheap to make. I mean, a print in this day and age.
Yeah, truly.
And then he's going to go ahead and try to start punching at Ron. First attack misses, second attack misses. It's an 8 and a 9. You see, Ront is ducking and diving around these big swings that have this crackling orange energy around the fists. Real Tekken style. Yibs, that is you.
Ront's a Mishima. You love to see it. Okay. This is starting to get out of hand. Hey, Jimjar.
Yeah.
You remember back in the church when I asked you and I think Sareth maybe to go grab supplies for dealing with that cloaked guy?
Right.
You wouldn't happen to have any of them on you right now, would you? Like caltrops or a bunch of rope or a lantern?
I've got some caltrops. Believe you guys picked up the rope.
Okay. If you've got caltrops, toss them at the door frame next time you get a chance.
Will do.
Okay. I don't have anything that can push them. If only I had some kind of magic ring that had some kind of animal head.
It's some kind of signet of the sheep or something.
Fuck, Seth, you're so lucky that I have incredible self-control, because I would have just sprayed water all over my mic. Okay, so the window's shattered. How far away is the landlord from the window?
I'd say 5 feet. It's a pretty cramped space you guys are all fighting in.
Okay, but I can't push him either.
You can make a shove action.
Yeah, but I am 3'2", if you forgot. One tiny toddler versus a very big man. Does he look hurt? Is he pretty damaged?
Yeah, he's beat up.
Okay. Ront.
Yeah,
Can you hold off one of these big guys?
I can try.
Alor, can you hold off the other big guy?
I can try.
Okay, I've almost got an idea. I've almost got an idea. Wait,
Oh,
that just might work. Okay.
damn. Yibs brain blast.
Yibs is going to truly, Yibs says out loud that just might work. He's looking beat up, and I doubt that he has a great dex save. Yibs is going to pop the hook back a little bit and yell snare for the rope of entanglement to reach out and try to wrap around this guy.
All right.
He has to get a 15 or higher on a dex save.
15 or higher. I'll say he's rolling flat.
Okay.
Yeah, the rope alights with this teal energy and darts out, looping around him. And as it's about to tighten, he rolled a 3. You see it tightens around him. Go ahead and do your hook damage also as it anchors into him.
All right. You love to see that. That's a total of 6 damage from the hook.
Nice.
Okay. He's standing up still, right?
I'd say you got till the end of your turn before he falls over.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna run over. Wait, how close am I to Ront?
I'd say 10 feet.
Shit. Okay, Boopy-doo.
5 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna throw the hook itself, not the rope, the end of the hook to Boopy-doo. Does that count as a weapon interaction? Is that a bonus action, or is that just can I just give it to him?
I'd say that's your object interaction. You can take it out of the the slumlord and give it to Boopy-doo.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. He's still wrapped up. Okay, so I've used an action to wrap him up. I have my little object interaction to give it to Boopy-doo, and I'm gonna say, hey, either hold on tight to this, or try and find a spot to anchor it, like a wind, like a window siding, or a bookcase, or maybe the desk, or something like that. But just keep a tight hold on this, and I look over at him. Can you do that?
I'll try to find somewhere to put it. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
How many people are here? It's Yibs, Boopy-doo.
Too many.
The 5 of you, Kabi, Slumlord, 2 bruisers.
Listen, I can get us all out of here next turn.
Well, hold on. I've almost got an idea.
He's this close.
Oh my god.
He's this close. Yibs
Okay.
is gonna run up to this landlord, and he's trapped in this thing. I'm gonna yell out, look behind you. You're all wrapped up in this. You think you can survive a 5-story drop?
Oh, come on. What are you doing?
Windows smashed, buddy. And I'm gonna move my spirit weapon over to him. This big mallet, ready to just smash him out of this window. I'm
Ooh.
this is gonna get you right out. My rope is fine. You will slam on that ground and burst like a... We don't have balloons. Pufferfish.
Yeah.
You were gonna burst like a pufferfish once you hit that ground. Unless, and I'm gonna point back, you call those 2 off right now.
I don't got that kind of power. I'm not part of whatever this is.
I am not joking, and Yibs is going to start pulling back the spirit mace, or the spirit hammer.
Look, pal, I'm not either. Alright, I'm not a part of an organization. I'm just paid to do this one thing for them.
So you can't tell them to back down?
No, their handler's gotta come and do it.
Is he?
Can you
I,
tell the handler to back down?
Can I do an insight check on this guy while Gibbs is yelling at him?
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, that's good.
That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Yeah, this guy's telling the truth.
I think to Yibs using spores. He's telling the truth, Yibs. He called the cops. He called the feds on us.
Yibs will yell at him again. And you can't talk to this handler of yours at all?
Not till they get here.
How much worth do you think you are to this whole organization? You think they'd miss you?
They paid me enough to make me think so.
I'll look back at the 2 bruisers and go, I don't know how well this'll work, but I'm like, hey, your charge, your boss, the one you were sent here to protect, he goes out the window if you don't drop your weapons right now.
They are punching.
If you don't drop your hands right now, if you don't, hands at your side, hands behind your head, or he's out the window.
I guess give me intimidation or persuasion.
I'm certainly better with one of those. All right, cool. Who would have guessed Yibs is not that scary? That's a 4, total of 8 for my persuasion.
Can I help?
Yeah, how do you want to help?
1 second.
Tell him I'm crazy.
And I'm just making sure that I'm allowed to sometimes, okay?
Yeah, no, if you want to chip in on the threat, you may.
Tell him I'll really do it. Tell him I've done this before. Yibs is thinking to her in spores.
Boopito is holding him up, like, with the rope, and we're holding him up so we can smack him out the window with a big mallet.
Yes. Boopito will let go.
Just making sure I have a full set of the scene.
Yes. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's like whack-a-mole, but if it was on its side.
Do you think your bosses are gonna be happy with you if we send this guy flying halfway across the city?
Go ahead and make your intimidation/persuasion.
Alright, intimidation, persuasion. That's a 19.
That's right! Yes!
You see them kind of lower their hands a bit.
Alright, let's just step back for a second.
Step back from the ledge, as it were, and Yibs is gonna train this hammer again. You know how you'll measure the shot? You bring the hammer to it, and then you pull it back, and then you bring the hammer to it, and you pull it back. Yibs is gonna do that. Everybody just calm down, or your boss gets it.
Yeah, you see looks like they're waiting.
Jimjar, get over here.
Yeah, get away from those freaks.
Alor, come here to the window too.
I'm by the window. I broke the window.
Good. Boopito, come here.
Yeah, Boopito's right here.
Everyone get by the window.
So Jimjar will have to do it
Everybody
on his
here?
turn, but he intends to.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna wait. Okay, what I'll do is, can I prepare a bonus action?
I don't see why not.
Can I like ready an action, but a bonus action?
I think that might have to be an action to do that.
To ready a bonus? Okay.
Yeah, I think the idea is you're essentially going on Overwatch.
Then, okay, then I can't ready my bonus to smack him if they do something. I'll just look intimidating. I'll fucking do it, man.
Just look like you can.
I can. I sure can. Okay, yeah. Then that's my turn. I'll just wait with this hammer primed to this guy.
All right, Alor, that is your turn.
Okay. Everyone's just so communicating through spores. Are we jumping out the window? Should I cast the spell?
I don't want to wait for more backup to show up. I feel like that's the best idea. I was just kind of buying time to get Jimjar out of there.
All right. Can I cast it and then how? I think I have to cast it I think I can cast it as a reaction when we jump. Yeah. Okay. So just when everyone jumps, I can cast it. All right.
Will it hit everybody?
I can. Yeah, I'm carrying Cobby. Yeah.
Yibs will think again. Will it hit? Can you hit it on this guy? Looking towards the landlord.
No.
Shit, really? Okay.
I think you should hit him out the window.
But I kind of want him to. I kind of want to kidnap him.
If we could drop him out the window and see if he survives the 5 stories.
Do you think would Feather, if every one of us started pulling this hook rope, do you think we could all, with Featherfall, keep him from dying on hitting the ground?
I think if you held onto that rope, you might be able to keep him from dying. Yeah.
All of us doing it. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that might work, Gibbs.
Well, just think about it. Then we have a big bargaining chip.
All right.
If we just jump out of the window, then we've gotten nothing except just taking Cobby. Which is good, but we need to find out where they're located. This guy knows.
This guy doesn't know anything.
I mean, he knows where they meet. He knows.
Does he?
I don't know, man. I'm spitballing.
I think he gets paid to sit here and let people come live here, but okay, if you
No, we don't have to kidnap him.
Trying to talk me into kidnapping a guy, man.
You've done worse.
How do you know?
I saw you murder someone.
Yeah, kidnapping and murder is different.
Gibbs thinks I saw you murder someone in all caps.
I saw you murder someone.
We've all killed people.
You've killed someone.
Yeah, so don't be all high and above kidnapping. We've all done worse. Anyway, it's your turn.
Oh, right. I don't have a way to get him down the hallway. Go back out into the hallway.
Somebody go ahead and roll me a d6.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I think so.
It's 1.
Okay. You told them to go out in the hallway?
Yeah?
Alright, yeah, you see, they'll back up a little bit.
Alright. I'm gonna pull out my crossbow, and I'm gonna have it, or actually I'm gonna pull out my short bow, excuse me, and I'm gonna just have it armed and ready.
Alright, readying your crossbow action, or your bow action for...
Just, I'm ready. I don't want it to have it, like, raised. I just want to have it, like, filled with specifically a drow arrow.
Okay.
Are you readying it for, like, if they hit?
I'm waiting for Jim Jar to run over and to cast a spell on him. Or to cast a spell on all of us when we jump.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out how we can keep this man alive.
Alright, yeah. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I guess I'm technically holding.
Okay. Yeah, Bruiser's back up. Boopido's by the window. He will also hold his action with his war pick. Jim Jar, he makes his way over to you guys.
Is everyone ready to jump?
Yeah, Ronk comes over to you guys.
Yeah, I think so. What do we want to do with them?
I don't know.
We're
Don't push
taking
me.
him with us. Alor looks at Yibs.
Yibs is gonna raise his non-existent eyebrows. He's like, we can try. If you want to now, then I'm still down.
Listen, you told me to not be above kidnapping.
I'm happy to see that you're not. Okay.
All right.
Everybody grab onto this rope. We're gonna Mary Poppins it.
Yeah, everyone grabs the rope.
I'm holding on to Cobby and casting the spell. You guys might need to do this alone.
Alright, y'all jumping
Okay.
then?
Yep.
Alright, yeah, you guys leap out the window.
Again, and I cast Featherfall.
Alright, Featherfall on...
What if you cast Featherfall and then like one of these fucking brutes just counterspells it?
Fucking funny.
We all just fucking die.
But yeah, counterspell.
Yibs counterspells it.
I cast Featherfall. I think there's 5 of us, except for Cobby
Yes.
and the landlord.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, you all jump, Featherfall, you're all falling safely. Yibs, or I'll have Ron roll the strength check with the help action from all of everyone else.
Alright.
First one is a 7.
Not great.
Second one is a 19. Yeah, you guys managed to float this guy down to the ground level.
This is the coolest thing we've done.
All right, guys, we gotta go.
We've gotta go. Luckily, rolling a big fish guy on a rope of entanglement rope is just about the most conspicuous thing.
Put a blanket over it.
This is just my bed. I'm moving a futon.
Yeah, do we have something we can cover him with? I'm serious.
And I don't have anything.
Anyone have a cloak on?
Oh,
Oh. Oh,
I have a nasty, dirty, stinky, death-ridden cloak.
yeah, there we go.
Seth, is it big enough? Let's run the calcs.
It's big enough.
All right.
Let's go,
Okay.
guys. Let's get out of here.
If I see my landlord just fly out the window above me, then I'm living life. I hope all these tenants are having a lovely day because of us.
Yeah, you guys drape this coat over the slumlord. Who wants to help carry him?
I'm holding on to the rope.
Okay, I'm carrying Cobby.
It can be Ron and the boys.
Who else is here? Wait,
All right,
yeah.
The other two will take the legs.
Alright, we gotta run. Gibbs, you can do disguise self, right?
Yeah, I can do disguise self. Do you want me to cast silence on us? It'll be the last of my second level spell slots, but I can shut everybody up if you want to just, I know. It's an interesting
Is the fishman yelling?
He is hyperventilating.
He is being kidnapped. That's fair.
I would feel kind of bad if he was like an actual sentient being with thoughts and opinions, but unfortunately
he's a landlord.
So I don't feel that bad.
Somehow the kind of lord worse than the landlord. He on purpose runs bad zones.
Okay, yeah, let's start running, and if they catch up to us, we might have to do something tricky.
Okay. Should I disguise myself? Should I cast a silence?
Maybe.
Both of you give me perception checks.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, what is this? What do we land in? How's it looking?
That was almost persuasion, as always. It's an 18.
No! Welcome to the third natural one, guys.
Ooh.
He is very bad, no good day.
You should change your dice.
I should I'm gonna do that right now.
You should change your diaper, dude.
Shit, what if that helps?
God.
Dookie roll.
Yeah, Yibs, you are too preoccupied with kind of scrolling through your mental list of spells that could help out and like dealing with the slumlord. Alor, as you're looking around, you see like a shimmer outside the broken window, and you see Blackbird step out of thin air into the building through the broken window.
Well, guess what's fucking waiting for him? Hammer swing!
You're gonna hammer swing at him?
I am sure as hell gonna hammer swing at him. He made the foolish mistake.
Go ahead and roll your attack with the hammer.
Wait, Alor, should I hammer swing?
Yeah, you didn't see him anyways.
Wait, yeah, you're so right.
We have to go. Alor thinks in everyone's head, and she just is like, go, put your heads down, go. We need to go as quickly as we can.
Yibs is gonna touch Alor's shoulder and cast Blessing of the Trickster to give her advantage on stealth checks for an hour.
Nice.
You should have given that to somebody less stealthy.
Let's move. Wait, I can cast Pass Without a Trace.
Pass the do it.
Okay, yeah.
Do that.
Yibs rolls through all of his spells and lands on the second level, Pass Without a Trace. Yibs will, what do I want for this one? I'll raise both of my hands up to my eyes and cast this spell. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from around you. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a plus 10 bonus to dexterity/stealth checks and can't be tracked, except through magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Nice.
And I select everybody, including the slumlord, meaning that we're dragging him on the ground and he leaves no trail.
Alright, yeah, Ront drags him. Even though that's way slower.
Okay, fine, Ront, carry him.
Yeah, as you guys kind of... Because you're entering essentially just like a big, like essentially maze of like shacks and hovels and stuff. Like not like a maze, just like an entanglement, like just a bunch of buildings. like, as you guys pass the building, Alor, you, like, still looking up at that broken window, see one of the bruisers kind of just pointing down where you all were, and you see Blackbird look that way and, like, step back through his dimension door and is gone.
Okay, I just saw Blackbird.
Fuck. Bad sign.
He knows we were here, but he didn't see us, I don't think.
Keep running. We gotta get him back to the church. Wait, should we go back to the church? Should we lead him back to the church? Is there another place we can bring him?
Is there a place do we know any other places that we can have a safe place?
Our boat's gone.
We were talking about scouting out an area for ambushing Blackbird, but we're not in an ambushing Blackbird kind of mood right now, I don't think. The party just really vibing with it.
Not particularly. Okay.
Is Kabi still mind controlled?
You don't know, he's
out.
sleeping.
That's right, yeah, that's right. He's knocked out. Okay, I guess, yeah, back to the church then. We don't know anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm gonna say everyone go ahead and give me a stealth check. I'll say it's like a group stealth check, so a majority of you need to pass.
Okay.
Should be easy when Alor has advantage and we all have plus 10.
And plus 10. Damn. The first one is a 3.
Right.
Which is an 8.
But you have
Second-
advantage. Girl.
You know, I think it's okay if I fix my mistakes every time as a lawyer, because it's just funnier when I run out of things because I'm fixing my shitty rolls and I'm forced to improvise.
Does make sense for her.
Anyways, silvery barbs. I'm going to try really
To be
hard.
fair, an 18 isn't terrible, but like...
Oof. I mean, you got a bunch of other people that could pass.
It's true. Alor is just like ramming through like trash cans
That's so
and
funny.
streetlights.
That's actually, I hope that was all my good rolls of the night,
3,
you know?
a 2, and a 1.
Yep.
For
In succession.
8, 7, 6.
8, 7, 6. I just gotta, honestly, Alor noticed that Kabi was sleeping on her bag still and like started like messing around and shuffling him around. Should I tie his hands? I don't know if he's still mind controlled.
You just gotta go.
All right,
Alor-
and Alor's trying to tie Kabi's hands while she's running.
She like
It's really
slams
loud.
into
You're
a...
like bumping into trash cans, other
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. There's a lady with like a cart full of cans and you smash into her and she
Yeah.
explodes.
I knock over a group of school children.
Yeah, we travel through the marching band and you just pick up a trumpet.
Start playing it.
No,
Yeah.
okay. I'm making all these funny gaffes and funny goofs, but let's see what Yibs is.
Oh, what are we talking about? Oh, Lord, you get a plus 10 to each of those.
yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot about
No,
that.
I said that. Don't you forget. It's a 16.
Yeah, but that's still crazy.
It is crazy.
I know.
I think
It's-
that
it's
one
still
is
fucked up.
a loss.
Instantly negligible, but I actually didn't have to do that silvery barbs.
But if you want to redact that, that's fine.
Yeah. But that is just a funny
That is
moment.
funny.
A
We'll
3,
keep it
2,
in,
1 is
But we're
hilarious.
gonna pretend that you didn't do that because we forgot.
Okay, so
yeah,
we're saying that Alor got an 18.
Yeah,
an 18.
we're fucking human.
Okay.
Get off my back. I just
Speak
got
for
12
you,
views in
yourself,
one
bro.
day. What did you do?
Whoa, the views are already going to your head.
Imagine if you had 12 friends. That's incredible.
It's just like that. Each of them watched upwards of 5 seconds of my video that I made.
Imagine you had 12 friends who all hung out with you for 5 seconds a day.
But, alright, yeah. Alor got an 18 on her stealth check.
This is the important part now. Let's see.
Yibs, do a flip.
14.
My god, guys.
I rolled a 2.
Oh my god.
Or-
Change your dice.
I did.
Bupido will roll his.
Bupido carry.
He got a dirty 20, which goes up to a dirty 30. He's silent as the wind.
We can see the landlord being carried, but not by who.
Alor and Yibs are in panic mode.
Yeah, Jim Jar will roll his. He got a 12, which goes up to a 22. You realize these two are maybe a little more used to sneaking, which Alor isn't not used to sneaking, but Alor's also maybe sneaking under
Duress.
Relatively less pressure. There hasn't always been a blackbird after. Runt will do his stealth. It's a +1. Alright, he also got a 14. He rolled a 3. The party's rolling rough.
You and
the
me,
party
buddy.
Proper is rolling rough.
Now we just need
But
one
the
more.
landlord also has passed without a trace.
It's true. Now wait. Since we can assume he just has a flat 0 to stealth, what does he roll?
He's going to roll the opposite. He's just going to purposely fail his. He's like thrashing. He's trying to be found. But 5 out of 6 of you passed, so the group stealth check is a success.
All right.
Which is good. The DC was, Blackbird got an 11 on his perception. As you guys run under like roof outcroppings and like awnings and stuff, Alor, you get just a glimpse of Blackbird probably 60, 70 feet up in the air, just standing on the air, looking down, trying to find you guys. But you guys passed your stealth checks. You guys get back to the church with your new hostage.
We're bringing a hostage to a church.
Sanctuary! Sanctuary!
Yeah, you guys get in. You see fucking Plooplepine is up at the altar, giving a sermon.
Okay, wait, no. Then we're just gonna... Let's just keep this stealth train going and just walk into the basement.
Yeah, let's take this hostage right down.
Yeah,
It would not be a good look.
Yeah, you guys come in. You see some people turn around, but you see that Plooplepine keeps just giving his sermon, draws their attention back as you guys make your way through and into the basement.
Yibs will whisper, "It's a mattress."
You just see, church mom just kind of shrug. Just look at you and shrug. I don't care. I don't care about your mattress. Don't interrupt.
Thank God. Okay. Do we got him in the basement?
Yeah, he's in the basement.
Alright, we need a room and a chair. And some 50 feet of hempen rope.
Hey, guess what I already got on him?
Perfect.
Yeah, you guys find a pantry you can throw him in. And yeah, you guys got plenty of rope between all of everyone that were with you and the people staying in the church. You secure this guy to the chair.
Alright.
Alright, let's put him in the closet.
Yeah, you guys dump him in this pantry.
Just tie something around his mouth.
Yep. Anyone got something to...
Yeah, you see Ron just picks up a big root vegetable, a huge beet, and just puts it in his mouth.
Yibs will tie a bit of rope and keep the beet in his mouth. Careful, he could swallow it.
Yeah, he eats the first beet.
Shit.
And you
He heals.
looked hungry. Don't forget that we fed you.
You're welcome.
Don't never say we don't do anything for you.
I don't know, put the coat in his mouth.
Oh no. Yeah.
Wait, actually not a bad idea. Yeah, I'll tie the coat around his mouth as a kind of gag, which should make him throw up and die.
He doesn't like it, but he's resilient.
Yeah. He's gagged. We're just
He's
gonna close the door.
Yeah.
We just kidnapped a man and put him in the basement of a church.
Yibs is gonna look at Alor, reach his hand real high back.
I should not encourage this behavior, but I'll give Yibs the high five he craves.
Yibs gets the crispest high five.
Alor does
Fuck
go
yeah.
for down low, though.
Damn. Is Yibs too slow?
Yes, contested sleight of hand, see if you can get him on that too slow.
Damn. Okay.
That's what I roll good on.
Damn. I only got a 10.
I got an 18.
Yibs is already low. This is just the high five to him.
You've come into my domain.
He just thinks I gave him 2 high fives.
Yeah.
This is how he high fives most other people.
He thinks this is just how people high five him.
He's a little pissed off you made him work for the first one.
Yibs is beaming.
But yeah, Shushar will kind of come find you guys. Like,
Oh, you're back. How did it go?
Take a look for yourself. Then Yibs will point a thumb over at the landlord.
Oh, okay. Who is this guy?
I guess I didn't ask his name.
Pull the coat out of his mouth. What's your name?
We can just use the spores. We do not have to.
Oh, wait, yeah. We can... I pull stool out and give him a little squeeze so he lets out some spores.
yeah, he spores him. Yeah, you hear
Clululub.
Clulaloob. That's right, it was Clulaloob.
Yep, Kaloob.
Thank God.
Yibs will say that to Shushar as if it explains every problem.
The slumlord? Wow. Okay.
And only.
That's dangerous to do. Did anybody see you? Does anybody know?
2 people saw us take him, yes.
Okay. Because he
3
has
people.
enforcers and stuff.
Yeah,
But they didn't see where we went.
certainly didn't.
Okay. My only fear is that the people he's associated may know where you went because they have dealt with you before. But it'd be a bold move to... They wouldn't attack the church. That's too risky even for a crime lord like him. But
Okay, well that's a good sign.
okay.
Yeah, and then you see he looks over.
You found Kabi.
Oh,
Sure
yeah, we
did.
found Kabi. He's brainwashed, though.
He is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
he
little
tried
bit.
to stab Yibs.
Okay.
Which is okay, I forgive him.
It's okay. He didn't try to do it until, and Alor's gonna go over to the landlord and find that whistle.
Oh yeah, good get.
Yeah, you pull out the whistle and see that it bursts into this, like, wet fire and turns to dust.
Okay.
Fun.
What kind of magic would somebody have done to make something do something like that?
Are you asking me or Shushar?
What? I guess I'm doing a check first for Alor.
Give me Arcana.
Ugh, that's a 7.
You're not sure.
I'm asking, what do you think that was? It orange fire?
No, it was similar to the archpriests.
Did that magic look familiar?
Yeah, that's what the talismans, the paper talismans have been putting up. Looks like they're doing their work. It must have been something imbued by the Church of the Deep Father.
Oh, and we're in the church, so it was destroyed.
Yeah.
As he says that, you see that Kabi starts smoldering a little bit.
Kabi?
Ah!
Is Kabi okay?
You see Kabi bursts into this blue watery magic fire.
Yibs gonna take off his jacket and start trying to pat him down.
Okay,
You see Shushar gets out his big chalk and draws a circle.
put him in there.
Roll Kabi into the circle.
Yeah, I'll kick him in.
Yeah, the water fire disperses.
Right now, the inside that circle is outside of the barrier, if that makes sense.
Okay. Can we put him off fire?
Yeah, he's not burning anymore.
Okay. Is he awake?
He probably should be, yeah.
I've slept through worse, but like...
Probably.
I mean, he was at 0 HP. I guess that probably should have killed him, but he's fine. We'll see he's good. You guys got him quick enough.
Yibs will pump in a cure wounds.
Yeah, you see him open his eyes. Where am I?
Healed him for 11. You're back with your crew. Your second crew. Yibs and Alor and Ront.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah.
Laura's gonna close the closet door.
Where's the... We were gonna go have a meeting with the owner of the building. What?
Yeah, that happened. You kinda... how to say this? You kinda crashed out, but it's okay. We saved you. You tried to kill us, but we've saved you. Due to possible concerns, I'm not going to tell you exactly where we are, but just know that I do trust you. I just don't trust the curse placed upon you.
The curse? Oh, because I can't remember you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for saving me.
Hey, no problem, man. It got really touch and go right there, so I'm glad I did.
Yeah. You see he looks down. Is it the circle?
Yeah, I wouldn't walk out of that. Maybe, like, stick a finger, but, like, I think you might get hurt if you get too far out of that.
You guys trapped me here?
I mean, no. That circle is the only thing keeping you around. If you stick a hand out, it will not be pleasant because they got you with some kind of bad magic, buddy.
Did they, or why can't I leave this circle?
'Cause when we took you into this place, you had a really bad reaction to it. You might be allergic.
You see he reaches a finger out, and yeah, it bursts into this water magic fire.
It's... Shushar, can you explain the sigils?
I think we're gonna have to be pretty upfront with him. It doesn't look great. It looks a lot like we locked him in here.
It does.
It does look like we locked him in here, but I just want to let you know that we didn't do that.
We brought you in here, and listen, I know it's hard to believe, but you did just start getting injured from being in here, and we had to really quickly roll you into this circle so you didn't die. We're making it up as we go to Kabi. Listen, you are clear... You don't even know what the Deep Father is, right?
No, I don't.
But Alor pulls the robes that she got from under his bed. She holds it up. I found this in your apartment.
I guess give me insight. Both of you.
Insight. Dirty 20.
13.
Yeah, he's not looking at that with any kind of familiarity. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Listen, Kabi, I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna kind of, like, dump it all out on the table, okay? Let me just give you a rundown. And here, I'm gonna walk inside the circle. How big is the circle, actually? Am I just gonna be, like, chest to chest with him?
It's gonna be pretty intimate.
Okay, then I won't do that, actually. I'll just stand right outside of it. Okay. So to run it down for you, just to make sure, and I swear to Mara, telling the truth. In fact, if you give me a night, I will cast Zone of Truth. Me and the rest of us, the rest of this whole gang, we found you on the docks. You were looking for a new crew. You remember the adventure you had. We fought that gem beast. We fought the water Weirdo is still on my shoulder to prove it. After figuring all that out, we got to this town. We lost track of you when you went to buy a boat or buy, like, lodging for a boat. And then this whole thing started. You ran afoul of a pretty bad cult, it looks like. They put some kind of spell whammy on you. These robes were under your bed at your apartment that you did not pay for.
Do you have
Not great.
one of those sigils still?
One of the little dream catchers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because we got one to show to what's-his-face.
Yeah, show Cobby.
Yeah, this was given to you. These are the cause of your problems. It's a negative magic item. It's imbued with part of an archpriestess's, like, essence or physical form. Scale is in there. What they seem to have done to you and maybe more people is gotten you under some kind of control spell. Once they blow a whistle or maybe utter a command word, I don't know what the specifics of each kind is, you crash out, you lose time, you black out, you try to do just their bidding, which is why you don't remember the hood or this or attacking us. And I realize this all sounds a little crazy, but you remembered, if you went through what happened to you in the last couple of weeks, you remember doing things that you couldn't have possibly done without the help of a group. We're your friends, Cobby, and we really want you to get out of this on the other side, but these guys that you fell in with are really not playing nice.
I see. Did you guys find his thing, his talisman? Is that the one you just showed off?
Yes.
You see it erupts.
Fuck,
in,
what?
Yeah, in the blue water fire.
What? But we've brought others into this place. Wait.
I think they upped the security.
Shit.
No, it could be the same. Why would
Then
that
what's
be
going
different?
on? Did we up the security? Did Plooplapine put a warding spell on the church?
That's what I meant.
No, yeah. No, I've been working with him on that. Is something different about that one?
I don't know. We found it. It was Cobby's.
Uh-oh, Cobby, you might
Cobby,
be
stick your
special.
finger out of the circle.
He does, and nothing happens.
Hey!
Oh, you're okay?
Yeah, I am. And I remember.
You remember?
Yeah.
All
Cobby!
right! Good to see you, man! You was gonna go in for a high five.
Yeah, he high fives you.
Let's go!
Damn. What
That's
happened,
great.
man?
Yeah, you okay?
I went to go pay for the boat and I got intercepted by this kid who handed me that talisman, and he was like, if you want to change your fate, pray to this. And I was like, why not? My life sucks ass.
It is you, Cobby.
So I just, on the way to the toll booth, I just gave it a little prayer, and then I went. I don't think I remembered what happened when you said I was different. That's not there. But yeah, I prayed to this, and then I was in, I guess.
Damn, it gets you quick. Well, glad to have you back. Yeah, you're a bit of a different case.
Either you give me a, I guess, insight check.
1.
A 10.
Do the 1 stack too.
Do you want them to start stacking?
No.
No.
Yeah, Yibs, you realize the difference between Cobby's talisman and the ones you guys were experimenting with is you guys hadn't prayed to those. They weren't active.
Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Yibs will relay that theory to the rest of the group.
Of course.
That makes sense. Okay. But, so, how did the meeting pan out? I must have gotten...
Well, now that you're...
Alor opens the closet door now that Cobby is not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The closet is just faintly glowing with blue light from this rope.
Yeah, with that, we will go ahead and end our session. Good work,
All
everybody.
right.
Another tough encounter avoided. Way to go.
Scraping by the skin of our teeth, huh?
Yeah, you guys were...
I'm so happy.
You guys are gonna fight those two brutes. I had at least 10 just base stat cultists lined up. I mean, like 9 health each, but there's 10 of them.
Yeah.
And there were more in the building. Obviously, Blackbird showed up. But no, you guys were out that window in 3 rounds.
Well, listen, as soon... I started piecing it together when I was like, he's just a guy. And then you were like, what really got me is when the, like, big brutish guy made a bite attack and then 2 normal attacks. And there were 2 of those and more on the way. I was like, we're not winning.
I was like, window, please.
Yeah, no, as usual, you guys surprised me in a way that is very fun, very interesting.
We just slipped out and took Cobby with... I held Cobby like a handbag and ran away with him.
Yeah, no, Cobby was supposed to be lost, essentially. But, yeah, you guys did good. Like, honestly, I hadn't thought that the talisman would be linked like that until I was like, yeah, the security starts burning away the things that they're not supposed to have, like the enemy's magic. And I was like, oh, well, wait, why wouldn't all of those talismans have just burned away? It's like, oh, because they didn't pray to them. And it's like, oh, well, maybe then that should be connected.
It's a very good idea, and it makes complete sense.
It does make sense.
And that's honestly the most exciting part about playing this game, is just putting the pieces together as a group, like players and DMs. Because, like, I can't say how it exactly until the arc is over, but there were pieces to that puzzle that you guys put together that led to that.
Now, did you think we were gonna be kidnapping the landlord?
Did you think we were gonna take him with us?
I expected questioning after the fight. I expected it to be done there.
No, we have to leave.
Because I was gonna say, because there was a ticking clock for someone to show up, and then there was a ticking clock once you guys were like gonna bounce for Blackbird to show up. Because I don't think there was, unless everyone rolled really bad, there wasn't going to be a Blackbird fight.
And we did roll really bad.
Yeah, and you guys weren't doing yourselves any favors except for that. Except for the pass without a trace. But, I mean, once again...
if we didn't have that pass without a trace.
Yeah.
As it always does, Pass Without Trace and Featherfall ruin my day.
Save this group more times than it ever has.
I love Seth goes, ruined my day, and Jordan goes, saved the day. Seth puts us on a
cliff, and I'm like, I know what I'm about to do.
Damn it.
Because I didn't... it was so good. I was super excited for the landlord fight, and... us getting, like, out of there and finding a clever solution, I'm jazzed.
It's as exciting to me as a drawn-out fight is.
But it does mean we are...
I always forget Alor doesn't have that ring, so I always forget that she can... Because OG Alor had the Ring of Featherfall, and this one doesn't.
I could do 5 people and me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. But anyways, thank you... guys so much for listening. On our way, crawling, begging to hit that 5 subscriber mark. I think we can do it by 2025, folks.
We're on that 5 subscriber creep.
We're so close.
Recommend us to your favorite parental figure.
I know some of you guys see it. Yeah, show us to your dad.
It's
tell
not
him.
gonna be the dad.
Show us to your dad. Show us to your aunt.
If you work at like a college radio station, just throw it on.
Yeah, just play it. No one will mind.
Will that count as a view though?
It'll count as like networking and getting the word out.
That's true. They'll look for us afterwards.
It'll be
play us
an
over the loudspeakers in your high school.
It's an investment of 1 view that will return with tens. My friend, you don't even know.
Possibly half dozens worth of views.
Thank you so much. Go ahead and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Dungeon Guild Pod, and follow us on YouTube and Spotify at Dungeon Guild. I think we're probably going to also open up a Blue Sky that'll probably also be under Dungeon Guild Pod.
I forgot about Blue Sky.
Yeah, people seem to be taking it seriously again this week, so we'll see if it actually lasts this time. But yeah, hey, thanks. Thank you and good night.
Night.
Later. Bye.
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 Boy.